Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Current Affairs session. In this video, I am going to explain about current affairs of 23rd August 2023. So in this video, the main information I am going to give related to hydrogen bus. Then after that, INS Sunyana and 150 billion USD bioeconomy. Okay. Next, one more important event that is going to happen today. That is Chandrayaan 3. Chandrayaan 3 lander and rover is going to land on south pole of the moon. So at today at around 5:20 p.m. Okay, so it is a very important. It is a very important event for our Indians, for our India, and also for it is a very important event for ISRO. Okay, so Chandrayaan 3 is going to be going to be soft landed on south pole of the moon. So it's if possible do watch live at our YouTube as well as in ISRO official YouTube channel as well as its website. Okay, so it's a very important and very uh, important thing for our Indians. I mean, we have seen that recently is Russia's Lunar 25. Russia's lunar mission. Its name is Lunar 25. It was exploded while it was landing on the moon surface. So that's the thing. Okay, so that's the thing. So right. So this is Eswar, Faculty of Current Affairs. Let us start today's important current affairs. See, my dear friends, there is a ministry called Ministry of Education. Its minister is now Dharmendra Pradhan. Okay, so he had released one important report. So its name is State of Elementary Education in Rural India report. So finally, Dharmendra Pradhan, who is the present Education Minister of India, he had released one report. It is a State of Elementary Education in Rural India remote report. Okay, so this report says about information related to the rural literacy. Okay, so this report says about gives the information about rural literacy. That's the thing. Okay, so according to the report, the major and main highlights are, what are the major highlights? Almost 75 almost 78% of almost 78% of parents of girls wants to provide the education more than graduation. So that's the report. Okay, so almost 78% of the girls parents are thinking that they want to provide education for their for their for their daughters more than graduation, graduation, post graduation, and more than that PhD level courses. And coming to here, 82% of the boys of the parents, 82% of parents of boys are thinking that they want to provide the better and good education more than graduation to their sons. That's the thing. So that's the most important aspect here. And coming to here, literacy rate of average literacy rate of India is 74.04%. It is very important. And also government is bringing many reforms in terms of related to the education, like Sakshar Bharat, Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan. Okay, midday meal schemes. Okay, integrated child development schemes. They are meant for the develop to increase the literacy level in India. And also recently, Ministry of Education had launched one important scheme. It is a PM Sri scheme. It is a PM Sri scheme. It is meant for a renovation and restoration of schools in India. Okay, so it is also one of the measure to increase the literacy level, in India. Even the state governments also implementing many schemes like Nadu Nedu, like uh, Nadu Nedu in Andhra Pradesh, which is also meant for the renovation and restoration of the schools. Okay, and also to provide the basic amenities and facilities to the students of Andhra Pradesh. Nadu Nedu, it is a scheme. Nadu Nedu, it is a scheme. It is meant for to provide basic amenities and facilities to the students of the to the students of Andhra Pradesh. Okay, so that is important. That's important. Very important here. Next after that, next after that, already we know that G20 summit is going to be happen in India from 9th to 10th of 2023 in New Delhi. Okay, so regarding this G20 summit host, regarding this conducting of G20 summit in India, our government is conducting various summits related to tourism, related to environment, related to health, related to technology, related to energy. Okay, now government of India along with the Gujarat state had conducted World Traditional Medicine Global Summit on the lines of G20 summit. Okay, on the lines of G20 summit. Okay, so finally finally it's the main ambition is its the main ambition is its WHO Traditional Medicine Global Summit's main ambition is to increase the usage of traditional medicines. What are the traditional medicines? Like Ayurveda, like Ayurveda, like Ayurveda, yoga. It is also traditional medicine. Next after that, Yunani, which is also traditional medicine. Siddha, which is also traditional medicine, and after that homeopathy, which is also a traditional medicine, which is a traditional medicine. To bring awareness on Ayurveda, yoga, Unani, Siddha, homeopathy, this summit was conducted, and also we want to promote our Indian traditional medicines in the global platform. So these type of summits will help for India to bring awareness on our traditional medicines, and also to bring market facilities to these traditional medicines. That's the important thing that we need to remember here. So finally, with the help of Ministry of Ayush and WHO, World Health Organization, WHO Traditional Medicines Global Summit was conducted in India. Okay, so in the place called Gujarat, in the place called Gujarat. It's a very important, please remember it. It's very important, please remember it. Then after that, one more important thing. Okay, so there is a body, we can call it as the Central Bank of India, that is the Reserve Bank of India. There was a question, even one of the examination that related to staff selection commission, there was a question that which among the following is the Central Bank of India? So here the answer is Reserve Bank of India. It is a Reserve Bank of India is India's central bank. Okay. So Reserve Bank of India acts as a regulatory for regulation. It is a regulatory entity for the banks in India, and also Reserve Bank of India. It is the body which makes monetary policy, which makes monetary policy. Okay, that's the thing. So finally, it had issued Reserve Bank of India had issued some guidelines to whom? To infrastructure debt fund non-banking financial companies. So finally, Reserve Bank of India had issued some guidelines to NBFCs, non-banking financial companies. What are the guidelines? What are the guidelines? On what aspect these guidelines were issued by Reserve Bank of India? So my dear students, we have two types of interest rates. We have two types of interest rate. One is a fixed interest rate and a floating interest rate. Okay, fixed and interest rate and floating interest rate. When we take any loan for like a housing loan or car loan from the banks they will give the options like fixed interest rate and floating interest rate. Okay, so here in fixed interest rates, interest rate is fixed. For example, it is 8%. So okay, until the completion of the repayment tenure, the interest rate is same 8%. Okay, but coming to her floating interest rate, here the interest rate is will be altered. Okay, will be altered. Maybe it will be 7% to 9%. Sometimes it may go to 12%. So finally, in floating interest rate, the interest rate is dependent upon demand and supply, demand and supply, demand and supply, demand and supply. Okay, demand and some supply and other market forces. Okay, and other market forces. So finally, so finally, here Reserve Bank of India had given guidelines to these NBFCs. Don't go for floating interest rate loans. Please opt for fixed interest rates. Okay. Why? What is the main reason here? See, some banks, not all the banks, some Indian banks are charging more interest rate on the loans. Okay. And also they're asking the consumers to pay more EMIs, and they are not maintaining any transparency while recollecting amount from the consumers. So that's why Reserve Bank of India had said that to these entities, please maintain transparency while collecting the loans. Okay, so that's why finally Reserve Bank of India had said that if a consumer wants to opt for fixed interest rate, please do that. And again, if any customer already opted for floating interest rate, and if you want to convert to fixed interest rate, please convert to fixed interest rate, so that transparency can be maintained, and also the consumer may not be cheated by these banks, by these NBFCs. That's the thing. Okay. So finally, Reserve Bank of India had issued these guidelines to these entities and related to fixed interest rate as well as floating interest rate. And also Reserve Bank of India had said that please most probably go for fixed interest rate, so the transparency can be maintained, and also consumers may not be cheated. That's the thing it is in the news, right? So next, after that, related to Reserve Bank of India, we can remember some important factual thing. On which act Reserve Bank of India was established? Here the act name is Reserve Bank of India 1934. Next, one more important information. When was Reserve Bank of India came into force? It was on 1st April 1935. 1st April 1935. Next after that, where is the headquarter of Reserve Bank of India? Its headquarter is located in Mumbai. And who is the present governor for Reserve Bank of India? Shaktikant Das is the present governor for Reserve Bank of India. And even recently, governor got important award from United Kingdom, that is Governor of the Year award. That is the Governor of the Year award. So please remember it. They are the very important. Next, after that, recently, Reserve Bank of India had brought one important feature, that is a central bank digital currency. Central bank digital currency, which is similar to like Paytm wallets, phone pay app, like that. Okay. So finally, now Canara Bank also launched its digital currency. So finally, Canara Bank had introduced UPI, interoperable digital rupee mobile app. So finally, Canara Bank had launched a digital currency, digital rupee mobile app. It works on the basis of unified payment interface. It works on the basis of UPI. So please remember it, very important. Next aspect, Defense Research Development Organization, which is a premier organization and also which works under Ministry of Defense, Ministry of Defense. So finally, it has inducted one radar mission. Its name is Swati Mark II radar. Swati Mark II radar mission. Okay. So finally, DRDO had inducted Swati Mark II radar mission into Indian Army. And at which place Indian Army is going to use this radar mission? So at which place the Indian Army is going to deploy this mission? Along LAC, along line of actual control. Okay. So where is this line of actual control? See, my dear students, if it is India map, line of control will be here at this point. Okay. So line of actual control will be here in between India and China. So at this place, our Indian Army is going to deploy this mission to monitor about China's activities. That's the thing. It's very important. So it is India's first mission. It is India's first mission uh, to do surveillance on mountain areas. Next, after that, there is a mission. There is a lunar mission started by Russia. Started by Russia. Its name is Luna 25. Why it was in the news? It was exploded. It was exploded while landing on while while landing on while landing on where? Moon surface. Moon surface. So that's why it is in the news. Okay, that's why it is in the news. So what is Russia's first lunar mission? It's a Luna 25. So it was exploded. So it was failed. Okay, that's the thing. Please remember it. Next, after that, our Indian agencies like National Thermal Power Corporation plus Ministry of Power had manufactured hydrogen fuel cell bus. Hydrogen hydrogen fuel cell bus. Hydrogen fuel cell bus. That's the thing. It is indigenously developed vehicle. Okay, so that's the thing. So it is India's first indigenously developed hydrogen cell bus. Means it works with the help of hydrogen fuel. So at which place it was deployed? It was deployed in Ladakh. Okay, Ladakh. Exact place is Leh district. Okay, in Leh district, Ladakh Union Territory, the first hydrogen fuel cell bus was launched by government of India. So it was launched on the lines of National Green Hydrogen Mission 2030. It was launched on the lines of National Green Hydrogen Mission 2030. So please remember it, very important. So please remember it, very important. Even recently, our government of India had launched green hydrogen manufacturing plant at which place? In Guwahati, which is a part of Assam state. Okay, please remember. Next, after that, so finally, our government of India had initiated some deadlines. What are those? And related to those deadlines are related to bioeconomy. So finally, government of India had kept on deadline that by 2025, our India has to achieve $150 billion bioeconomy. 150 billion dollar bioeconomy. By which year? By 2025. Already by 2022, we have achieved $100 billion bioeconomy. Bioeconomy. So now and again, our new target is by 2025, $150 billion bioeconomy need to be achieved. Next, after that, what is this bioeconomy? Bioeconomy is nothing but the economy activities related to environmental friendly activities. Okay, like the production of solar cells, the export of solar panels. Okay, production of green hydrogen, export of green hydrogen. Okay, and environmental friendly activities. Okay, so those comes under bioeconomy. So its economy should be $150 billion by 2025. That's the thing. It is in the news. Okay, so what is the advantage? We get employment. Okay, in general, job creation will be done, and also renewal and modernization of the industrial fabric. Okay, so renewable energy, the industries which depended upon renewable energies will be developed. They will get some type of boosting in terms of development, and also new employment will be created in India. New employment will be created in India, and also if more bioeconomy, then those activities are friendly to the environment. They're friendly to environment, so environment can be protected. Moreover, global warming can be reduced. Okay, so these are the positive aspects. If we go on, keep on increasing bio economy, that's the important thing. Next after that, next after that, there is a ship called Indian naval ship Soniana. It was entered into Durban, which is a part of South Africa. So finally, our Indian naval ship has entered into Durban port, which is a part of South Africa. Okay, what is the main reason behind that? Here the reason is to protect South Africa from foreign invasions. Next after that, why we have sent, why our Indian government had sent INS Sunyana to South Africa? Because to make a friendly relationship with the South Africa. Okay, so we are very very strong friends since 30 years. Okay, so that's why we want to continue that friendship for the longer periods of time. So that's why we have done some little bit of help to South Africa to protect their Durban port. So that's why we have sent INS Sunyana. That's important. So as part of diplomatic relations, as part of defense relations, we have sent our INS Sunyana to where? To South Africa. That's important. Please remember, they are very important. They are the very very important aspects. So with this, we have done with the today's current affairs. We will meet up with some more interesting topics in the next video. Thank you so much. This is Eswar Kumar, Faculty of Current Affairs with more than 7 years of teaching experience. Thank you so much. Right.